Hey guys, it's Alexandra from On Rock with Lean. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a letter T with perler beads. This letter measures about 2.5 inches wide by 3 5/8 inches tall. I'm going to be using a square grid for mine. This is the one that has the puzzle pieces on the end so you can interlock them. And this one measures 5 3/4 inches wide. I'm using a yellow bead. You're going to need 127 beads in total, as well as some tweezers, an iron, and parchment paper so you can fuse your beads together. If you'd like to follow along, I have a chart for this that I'll link in the description box below. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start at the center of the letter T, so I'm going to start right around the center part of the inner square, and I'm going to work 5 horizontal beads. From each side, I'm going to work up, so there are 16 beads each. And now from here, I'm going to work outward from each side, a total of 5 beads each. And now I'm going to work upward from each side, so there are 4 beads each. And then I'm going to work horizontally here to bridge those 2 beads together. And the outline for the letter T is now done. Next step is going to be to fill it in. And there we have the letter T all set. Next step is going to be to grab some parchment paper and iron the beads. I'm going to be showing you this with my letter E. Alright, so when I do the ironing, I like to do it on my washing machine. I have this mat that I put down when I iron. It has magnets there so it sticks. I know it's not going to fall off. And it's a good surface to iron on. I have the plastic grid here with my letter and some parchment paper. The side that's the most waxy, I'm going to put it face down on top of my letter. And you can reuse the same piece of parchment paper over and over again, so it's not a big investment there. My iron has 1 through 6 on it, depending on the type of fabric that you're ironing. The instructions for perler beads say medium heat. I did try it at medium level, and it was taking way too long to fuse my beads. And then they were fusing unevenly, so I actually just put it up at the max level, which is 6, and it works within the time that it's supposed to. It's about 15 to 20 seconds. So I have the parchment paper there, and I'm just going to place my iron on and work in a circular motion. Make sure that as you're working, you get the corners and the edges, because those sometimes take a little bit longer to fuse together. And then you'll be able to check it by just moving your parchment paper. It should peel right up. If you have any beads that are sticking to your parchment paper, carefully put it back down and iron over that section again. Once you've peeled back your paper and you're satisfied with the fusing here, then you'll want to flip it over. Be careful when grabbing the letter because it's going to be very warm, so either let it sit for a moment so it can cool off and then you can pick it up, or I just take my grid and flip it over. And then you can put the grid on the side, and you're going to fuse the back the same exact way that you did the front. So you'll just take your parchment paper, place it over it, and iron in that circular motion again. This is super important to have a surface that is okay to be ironed on. In about 15 to 20 seconds of ironing, you'll be able to go ahead and peel up your paper, and the back side will be fused together as well. Be careful when touching it because it's still going to be warm or hot. So you might want to just let it cool for a moment before you flip it back over and move it to wherever you're going to let it cool. And if there's any spots that you're not happy with the way they look, or you want them to be a little bit more fused together, then just place your parchment paper back on top and iron it a little bit more in that section. Just be careful because the longer that you iron it, the smaller the holes are going to close up. It doesn't take very long for it to cool down, and then as it cools, it becomes more sturdy. So you can actually use it in projects or string it up if you want to use it as an ornament or maybe a name tag for a gift. Guys, thanks so much for watching my video. You'll find the chart for this linked in the description box below. Please smash that like button and hit subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.